Hello, traders. You're welcome. I want to show you guys some of the things I said on my video earlier. So this is it. How to spot if if the market is about to change its trend. You can see these are the trades I took throughout this week. The first one, this was on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Fri- Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can see which means I took 5 trades for the whole of the week. So this is on GJ. Forget about everything you are seeing here, but I believe you can still see the chart clearly. So this H4, you can see the gap that happened. These are the trades I took between on Monday 6th October to Friday 10th of October. So this is on H4. You can see, let's say this part is yet to happen. Let's see, this part is yet to happen. Or should I do it that way? No, okay, let me just do it. Everything has already happened. You can see it there now. Everything has happened. Okay, see, this is it. So this is on H4. You can see the market created this gap and everybody wanted to, like, normally if the market creates gap, the market will tend to want to come and fill its gap before moving in its original direction. But see what the market did. The market failed to close its gap at that moment. But see now, then what market did, market push up, create a pullback, and then create what? On H4, create this move that break this structure here. Okay, and then see what market did. So this is Monday, you can see the demarcation. This from this line here to this line is what? Monday. Okay, now let's go to H1. I took sell Monday because I wanted to catch that move that would close the gap. That's why I took that sell. So this is it. On Monday, then I did not just enter because I want to catch the move that will eventually close the gap. No. So I moved down to H1. You can see this H1. We are currently on H1. So the market created this one here, created this zone, then pulled back, and then so with this zone, I said, okay, on the lower time frame, I want to see market respecting this zone. That's when I will enter on this sell. So market created what I want to see, and then I enter for this sell. Immediately I get my 1 to 2. So I hop out, and the market eventually gave me 1 to 3, but I hop out when it was 1 to 2. The market created a zone here on H1, but see what market did: push down, fade toward, push up, and then boom to the downside and create a new low. So what we should be expecting, since market have broken this structure, market would have pulled back either to 100% this way and then sell down, but market failed to pull back. What did market do? Market break through this structure. Now when market has broken this structure, the next thing you see what is uptrend. Then let's go to what? H4 and see what the market did. So this H4, you can see on Monday between this place and here is on Monday. The market finally broke it and then created what? This multiple push to the upside. So then from here, from this point to this point is Tuesday. With the same way, you can use the same way to backtest. If you don't have a paid subscription on TradingView, use this same pattern. Get down, mark at the market from Monday to Tuesday. What I do, I market from Monday 6 a.m., which is West African time, 6 a.m., then to Tuesday 6 a.m. So if you woke up around 6 a.m. getting to do your analysis before trading the London session, so this pattern is good for you. And then from Tuesday 6 a.m. to Wednesday 6 a.m., demarcate it and try to figure out what the market did within that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then you'll be able to catch up what to look at for next. I trust you understand now. Let's continue. See, when market finally broke it on H4 zone, you can see on H4, when market finally broke it, see what market did. Let me bring it this way so you see clearly. See what market did on H4. When market has finally broken this zone here, boom. Then the next thing you should watch, since market has broken structure, wait for a pullback to what? To the origin that caused this break of structure. and then you look for a buy to the upside because market have clearly stated that we are no longer going down yet. We are what in an uptrend. Remember the rules. If market keep creating higher highs, that means it's not ready to go to the downside. So that's what market did here. So market broke structure here, and then boom. So what next you should do? Then dive to your H1 and see what market is doing. You can see what market did here. H1 pushed to the upside, created what boom, and then create a break of structure here too, and then boom. So remember, this is our H4 zone. This one on yellow is our H4 zone. See what market did. What you should do, wait for market to push back to this H4 zone and then you enter. But it took me hard. I enter on Monday, on Tuesday morning. I entered for the buy here, but it took me hard before going in my favor. So the reason why I prefer to enter this trade here, if you can see, this is our H1 zone. Market create a new zone here on H1. See market push up, break structure. So I'm waiting for market to pull back to the zone. And the reason why I even entered this trade is because market will pull down, break this structure here, and then create a bullish candle here that break above this H1 zone and then the psychology level. I was like, then we are good to go. So when this market pulled back, that's where I enter for this trade. Immediately push in my favor a bit, tank down to take me out, and then finally move in my direction. So what did market do? Yeah, market came to what test the H4 zone. If you go to H4, let's go to H4. See, this is the H4 zone on Monday. See what market came to do here. Market came back to what to test the H4 zone and then boom, keep creating what higher highs on Tuesday. So I took that SL on Tuesday, and on Monday I got win. So one win, one loss. Let's go. Then on Wednesday, let's go back to H4 zone. See what market did. So the next thing you should see, wait for market to create what? A pullback. Since market has created higher highs, wait for market to pull back and then look for a good way to enter for the buy that will come and break what the new zone it creates. So now let's go to H1, see what market is doing. This is on Wednesday. So market will keep creating from Tuesday, keep creating higher highs and then boom. And then this. I do not see any reason to enter this or buy here. So from when market got to this point, I saw a reason to sell from this point because I think market has overbought. And if you can see closely, there's psychology level here. So this zone tend to what? On the 15-minute time frame, I've seen multiple rejection within this psychology level. And I was like, okay, let me enter this trade here. So immediately I entered on this one. This is where I entered because I've seen multiple rejection on the 15-minute time frame. So I entered here. And when I entered here, see what market did. Pulled what took me out and then move directly in my favor straight to TP after taking me and then boom straight to TP. And then what market did, market keep what breaking it low on H4 on H1 zone. So that's that for Wednesday. You can see on Wednesday. Now let's move to Thursday. So on Thursday, that I literally took stop loss here. You know, there's nothing like 100% in forex. So this is the trade I took on Thursday. So I was waiting for a pullback and then enter to buy to this point. So I entered here. I'm already in profit to this point. I'm already in profit. You can see I was in profit to this point, but since I'm waiting for market to give me complete 1 to 2, then all of a sudden, boom to the downside, take me out, and then what market did, and then boom, boom will take me out. So I was like, okay, let's see. Since if you go to H4 zone, you can see that market what is now what, breaking its low. So it's a sign to what to sell. See what market did. So if you look this H4 zone, So you can see this high, market create this high here. Let me use this part too. So market create this high here and then pull down to create what? A new low here and then push up to create what? I think I should delete everything. So okay, let me delete everything so you can see this. That's of Monday Pharaoh on Thursday. I will come back here. So this is it. Wednesday. Okay, you can see Thursday 6 a.m. Then Friday. Where is Friday? Friday 6 a.m. So you see, market created what this low and then give us a high here and create this low. This low failed to break this low, so we are still what buying. Then created what this what high, and this high failed to break this high. Then rather market push down to break structure here. Since market has broken structure here, the next thing you should watch out for is a push up to the origin that caused the break of this structure and then sell down. So that's it. Now let me go back to my previous trade so you see what I did there because I took. Let's go back. Okay, this is it. So this is why I took this SL. So market took me out and I was like, okay, I'm not trading on Friday. But you can see currently that I took one trade that gave me 1 to 2 and I hop at. I said I'm not trading on Friday because I already have three loss and one win, which means the one win gave me 1 to 2 and the three loss was just 1%, 1%. So I am still what in loss with 1%. So on Friday, when this whole thing happened, then I moved to what to my H1 zone. Then let me give you guys one secret. So on the H4, you can clearly see that what this is a demand zone here. So there's a demand zone here on the H4 and also H4F and arrow zone here as well. I was like, okay, then I moved to H1. Let's go to H1. You can clearly see on H1. So then I mark out my H1 zone here. When market got to the H1 zone, you see this rejection market keep creating here. So on the H1 zone. But I moved to 15 minutes. I think I should go to 15 minutes. So let me show you clearly why I took this one. This buy. Though I was supposed to look for a sell, but I had to go for this buy because of what I saw. So you see market was creating what multiple rejection on the H1 zone and also respecting there's a psychology level there below. So immediately I saw this pull to the downside and then I saw this Arami pattern here. You can see one Arami pattern here. I saw this Arami pattern. I said the market is going to buy before selling. That's why I said, okay, since I don't want to trade today, let me just take this risk. Let me risk 1%. So when I enter the trade and see market was immediately market struggle, buyers struggle to push this trade to the upside. So I had to risk 20 pip and then I got what 50 pip. You can see market literally gave me 50 pip, which is 1 to 2. When I have seen 1 to 2, then I hop out of the trade and then see what market did. Immediately I hop out, market pulled down to what to clear my SF, but though I am already out from the market. And then market later rallied up to the upside. But still, market still what respect the psychology level here. Market is finding it difficult to break through the psychology level. Then I wanted to enter this but it's too late. It's around 5 or 6 o'clock. Then I said no, I'm not trading anymore. So maybe I might lose, but I'm not trading. So then I wish I took the trade, I would have end up in what in profit 1 to 3 back. But I said no, I'm not trading. So I recover my loss and also had 1% what in profit. I recover my loss, which means if you have a good proper risk management, so if you can see clearly now, I took 5 trade, 3 loss, and 2 profit. The 2 profit gave me 1 to 2, 1 to 2, which is what 4%. And the 3 loss, I lost 1%, which is what 3%. If you do your plus and minus, you can see I am still what in profit. That's the beauty of using proper risk management. Don't let your one loss clear all the win you've had through a series of time. So make sure you use proper risk management, and make sure you use good water, and make sure you understand break of structure. Break of structure is everything. Understanding how market moves and break of structure is everything. You can clearly see it here. Let me use the part 2 again. You can clearly see it here. This is on H1. Market was create this side, boom, a low, boom, higher high, low high, fit to break this one, and then boom, high, create a new low that fit what to break this, and then boom, create a high that broke this. So then you should look for another buy since market has created what a break of structure. Then you buy to the upside, and then boom, wait for market to pull down again before you look for entry that will break this structure. Then when market pull down, created this low, and what create a high that failed to break this high. Pause, don't trade. Wait for a break of structure to the downside, and then look for a way to sell the market, or you wait for a break of structure to the upside and then look for a way to buy. So I learned my lesson here. My lesson here that I learned is that I enter the trades too early, even if I am correct. I entered too early on the one I took loss. So this one and this one I entered too early. That's why I had these two loss on Tuesday and Wednesday. You can see, okay, from this low, market now create another new high here that failed to break this one too high. And then boom to the downside. See, market what? Push back to the origin after a break of structure, push back to the origin that caused the break of structure, which is there's also H1 zone here, and then market sold to the downside. You see? Though then this one, yes, I will really accept this loss. So I'm wrong here. Though I was in profit, but market will pull down or to take me out. But I will still accept this one. I am wrong. You don't have to win every day. That's it. So you see, push up to create a high that fail to break this high, and then boom to the downside. So that's just the beauty of how understanding market structure will make you what benefit or be on the safer side when trading in the financial market. So please do well, subscribe to the channel if you've learned something from this. Subscribe, comment, like, and yes, see you in the next one.